What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today when I talk to you about Lucid, I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down on what really moved it today, and just show you some highlights from their big event. So I want to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So Lucid went up 2.76%, 234 the low, 245 the high. So all in all, pretty good day for Lucid, not necessarily the broader market. So you did have Tesla, Lucid, and Rivian all in the green. And as I mentioned in my pre-market video today, it was because of the auto tariff. So essentially any company producing in the States is going to benefit from that. Lucid's a unique circumstance that they have AMP2, so they kind of get double benefit, if that kind of makes sense. So all in all, a good day. Unfortunately though, Lucid still did lag. For instance, Rivian went up 7.6% today, difference being shorts. So shorts did increase 3.44 million shares by the end of the day. That's only net, so they trade obviously back and forth to try to kill momentum, so that is net. 23.55% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 286.22 million shares overall are being shorted. Utilization is 85.66, and then short score is 75.21. So unfortunately, shorts are still lingering, and I think they were increasing because they assumed that maybe the broader market's fear today was going to drag Lucid down. Luckily enough, there was a lot of big buying that did occur today, so it kind of kept it afloat. But I'm going to play a couple of these videos. So this one was posted by Lucid Air, if I'm saying that right. So yeah, I think all, like in reality, Lucid has really put in a lot of effort in this event that did happen. So this one was posted by the EV guy. This one's 5 minutes long. So again, I'm going to play these at the end. But even though this might not be a huge reason to go out and buy Lucid nor sell because of this event, because they didn't really unveil anything new, rather we already do know that the Gravity is like the next big catalyst, right? And they just need to clearly ramp up. But I think the telltale thing to take away from this is the level of attention and the effort that they did put in this. And I've been covering Lucid for a while now, since 2021. And this is why the market loved in September the tech and manufacturing day from Lucid when Peter hosted that, because that was the first live event and something that wasn't just pre-recorded, because Lucid's done a lot of events in the past, launches, but they're all just pre-recorded crap, in all honesty. And sorry for that's just brutally honest. This was like what happened today as well as back in September. That is showing that Lucid's actually putting effort in. So the amount of detail in this is absolutely insane. So I'm going to play these near the end of the video. So shout out to the EV guy and Lucid Air for kind of posting these. Moving over to options though, 670,000 in calls, 460,000 in puts. 41% of all the options being done today were optimistic in nature, a little bit higher than the last couple of days for the total premium. So 1.1 today, we're in 1.1 million, just to be clear. 403,000 yesterday. So yesterday was very low for whatever reason. I'm not sure. Maybe people were somewhat worried about GDP today. On a side note, GDP did come in a little bit better than anticipated, but I've already talked about that in my pre-market video, so I'm not going to waste your time on that. Keep in mind, tomorrow morning is PCE. That is going to be a very big deal for the broader market. So just anticipate a lot of volatility. But based on the call options that were done today, you see a consensus for it to be above 250. Bears, looks like there's a good consensus for it to be sub 250 for this week, and pretty much at least 2 for the foreseeable future. With tomorrow being Friday, just take note of this. So Lucid, of course, had a pretty good day, but you do have 29,000 at that 250 strike price. Shorts will definitely try to suppress Lucid below 250. So let's say PCE comes in better than anticipated, you get the broader market push higher, you're going to have shorts really, like, this is their line in the sand, because if they let Lucid close above 250, at 250 or above, then they have to pretty much cover 2.9 million shares. Market makers don't want to do that. Shorts don't want to do that. Most likely they're one among the same, but nonetheless, just anticipate a little bit of a battle at 250 if again, Lucid does get there tomorrow. So let me know your thoughts on that. These are all the transactions that did occur on the secondary market above $100,000. So pretty much everything here was buys, with exception of 3, 122,000, 111, and then 403. So good to see, definitely. 2.9 million after hours. That was a nice big one. Yesterday, there was that big transaction that did occur. That was, I think, 37.5 million. That didn't happen today. So these are all the transactions that did occur on the dark pool. So honestly, dark pool was rather quiet, but you had one first thing, so 1.1 million. Aside from that, though, with it closing at 242, it is trading between this R1 and the pivot. So 255 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. Right below that is going to be that 250 mark as well. On a side note, so you have 250 and then 255. Flip side, $2.37 is going to be the strong support, so just watch for that to hold going into the next, or I guess tomorrow. But aside from that, though, no new analyst ratings, no real articles or anything like that. As far as on the actual chart, it's still flirting with the ALMA, below a lot of the key pivotal moving averages. So if Lucid is able to close above 250, then anticipate, at least going into next week, bigger and better things. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on Lucid. Like, what did you do today? Did you buy? Did you sell? Did you just hold? What is your viewpoint, for instance, on this event, for those of you that participated or kind of saw videos of it? So let me know your general thoughts on all of that. And like I mentioned, I'm just going to quickly play those two things. So shout out to those individuals that were able to provide that. And with all that, appreciate all of you watching.
The Lucid Gravity. Believe it or not, she's even more beautiful on the inside than the outside. And you will have an opportunity to sit in the Lucid Gravity just inside of this studio here as soon as we're done in a few minutes, and check out the interior, check out the newest technology, the most advanced technology in the industry. Gravity is truly otherworldly. Gravity is the SUV reimagined. Before we get the chance to go inside, I'd like to introduce you to our fearless leader, our interim CEO, 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛.
Thanks, Erwin. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Yeah, coming and also joining us for this very important event. It's definitely a very important event for Lucid, but also for many customers that are feverishly waiting to get this vehicle into their driveway. Over the last few years, our teams have feverishly worked and tirelessly worked to build the best damn SUV. And you will see later when you see it live, you know, I think we got very far with that ambition. An SUV that is definitely segment defining. If you sit in it, and better if you drive in it, you might actually think it really just came beamed down from outer space. But I can assure you that's not what happened. It was done here in America by our brilliant teams, designed and engineered in California and built day after day in our plant in Arizona. So everything happens on planet Earth. The Lucid Gravity offers an otherworldly combination of versatility, performance, dynamic drive handling, interior space, and range. With 450 miles of range and access to native access to the Tesla supercharger network, it's very convenient and you get everywhere where you need to go. The Grand Touring version has 828 horsepower, 0 to 60, 3.4 seconds. A little secret, we even have a 1070 horsepower version, limited edition, and we're taking orders. It has sports car-like handling and driving dynamics paired with 7 seating for 7 adults and all of their luggage. So you get a full-size SUV interior space in a mid-size SUV exterior package. We really can't wait you to experience it yourself when you come into our studio. I also would like to give an update on our production and delivery ramp-up of the Gravity. We nearly finished to build all of the vehicles that we wanted to build to put them into our studio and for test drive. And by the end of April, we will resume customer deliveries of the Gravity. Also, you will see probably around mid-April some media reviews because we're conducting extensive media test drives in the first half of April. And then after that, in the second half of April, we will then start test drives for our customers. I said at the start that we set out to build the best SUV. And with the Gravity, with the combination of all of the functionality that it has, I think we did it again, absolutely again. We started with the Lucid Air and built the most awarded luxury sedan. And we did it again. With the luxury, with the Lucid Gravity, you don't have to compromise. You can have it all. You have to compromise nothing. So I want to thank you again for coming tonight and joining us for this important event. And I can't wait to really open the doors and unveil the vehicles and have you experience this yourself. Thank you very much.